Hello friends, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. I am filming this video for the second time because the first time I had some strange shadow on my face and it was just really distracting. So I cannot believe this. I rarely film a second time, but I'm doing it and here I am. I am here to talk about the next chapter and what I have learned so far in this chapter and in the biggest chapter of Dark World Lightwork, which was being homeless. And this video also has a companion piece, which is a blog post that I made on tumblr.com. And I did that because I'm always rushing through these videos and leaving stuff out. And I decided to put it on the blog this time. And in that post, I talk about the extreme of homelessness and how it is obviously an attack on a human's highest need. Physical need, which is a shelter, adequate shelter. And I am going to talk a little bit more about that in this video because there is another version of that insecurity that much more people understand, and that is keeping the shelter that you have over your head. Many people struggle with this because they live paycheck to paycheck. A lot of people live beyond their means, and there are also people who live in a place where the rent is so disproportionately priced to the income that it's always a struggle just to make ends meet. And then there are people who do not suffer from that insecurity directly. Usually it's because they have a lot of money. However, the stress that they would have put into the grind of the month-to-month struggle, they put into their high-powered, high-stress job, which keeps a much nicer roof over their head, but it's still, at the end of the day, about keeping a roof over their head. So if you're a have or you're have not, no matter what level of income you are, we are all just struggling to keep a roof over our head and food on the table so that we can be happy. The problem is that that's unnecessary. There is no need at this point in a human society for people to have to worry about things like that because there is more than enough adequate shelter and there is more than enough food to go around for everyone. And I think that this world should operate at a more elite level. Imagine if when you come here, instead of knowing that you're going to be burdened with having to pay to be here, you are given just the gift of not having to worry about that. Now, where does the human race go? Where do we go from that when we've already just taken the animal thing, the one thing that's very animal instinct, because it really is just like an animal instinct to need shelter. Even insects will do it. Every living thing, other than like plants, really wants shelter, and plants shelter in the sun. So it's a thing that would help to elevate the human collective and the human race as a whole, and it will make this place a lot more interesting. Much more interesting, infinitely more interesting than what we have been suffering through for all of this time leading up to now. And so those are my findings, and I hope that they help to make the world a better place. And you can read more about that in my book, Dark World Lightwork, or right here on tumblr.com, or right here on youtube.com, Dark World Lightwork, or on tumblr.com, Dark World Lightwork. All right, I will be back later. Love you.